I was on my way to Moro to go and preach. I was wearing my sweatshirt with my ripped jeans. Police people stopped me and they asked me where I was going. They checked my phone, if I was a Yahoo boy, and then I told them I was a pastor. And the policeman looked at me, looked at my ripped jeans, looked at my sweatshirt, and told me I wasn't a pastor. So while they were talking, I have this practice where sometimes when a situation becomes difficult, I shut down verbally. So I shut down and I just began to mutter in tongues. Listen, those tongues you are praying, they are conversations of the future. As I was praying in tongues, I entered into a conversation. I was the third person in a conversation between two people. I'd seen his name on his badge. So I asked him, what about this matter? What about this? What about this? What about this? By the time I was done telling him the things that were going on in his life, there was a specific case I called about a child. I mentioned the name of the child because while I prayed in tongues, I stood in the room and watched the mother of the kid running around with the child. And I knew once and for all that this child I saw was his kid. In describing the images, he looked at me and told all the other people, all the other policemen that were with him, to please give him space. And he looked at me and said, "Guy, Pastor." I said, "Yeah, I've been telling you since." What my host saw was that a police van brought me to the meeting. He came out wondering that, where did MJ see money to rent escorts to follow me? Listen, it's not the man is a prophet. It's that the man has learned to yield himself using his vocal cords to the spirit of seeing and knowing. One thing you must do if you are going to enjoy the spirit of seeing and knowing, you must pray in tongues regularly.